We've been told to stay positive so often, we've forgotten how to be honest. We've learned to smile through grief, laugh through loneliness, and call exhaustion gratitude. But what if your positivity isn't healing you? What if it's hiding you? You don't have to smile right now. You don't have to pretend it's okay. You don't have to find the silver lining while everything inside you feels heavy. Because sometimes, positivity is just pain in disguise, dressed up in motivational quotes and fake calm. You know that moment when someone asks how you're doing and you say, "I'm good," even though you're not? That's not lying. That's survival. It's the quiet performance we put on every day because it feels safer to seem fine than to be real. You scroll through endless highlight reels, tell yourself to be grateful, push away the sadness that doesn't fit your story. You repeat affirmations that sound like armor. You post quotes about choosing joy while secretly wondering why you still feel empty. And that's the hidden cost. When you're always trying to be positive, you don't just suppress pain, you suppress your truth. And without truth, there's no peace. The human brain isn't designed for constant happiness. It's designed for balance. When you're sad, your brain wants to process, not avoid. When you're angry, it's asking for boundaries, not affirmations. When you're anxious, it's signaling a lack of safety, not a lack of gratitude. But in today's world, we treat every uncomfortable emotion like a problem to fix. We pathologize normal sadness. We fear silence. We label any moment of doubt as low vibration, and we end up gaslighting ourselves into emotional exhaustion. Positivity becomes a drug. You need more of it to feel okay. But the more you chase it, the less it actually works. And here's the wild part sometimes. Thinking positive is just your brain trying to escape reality it doesn't want to face. Constant positivity has a cost, and it's subtle but devastating. First, it isolates you. When you pretend everything's fine, people stop asking if you're okay. They believe the mask. They stop showing up because they think you don't need them. Second, it disconnects you from yourself. When you avoid sadness long enough, your body stops trusting your emotions. You start questioning your instincts. Was that disappointment, or am I just overthinking? Was that burnout, or am I just ungrateful? You lose the language of your inner world. And third, it steals your authenticity. When you perform happiness, you start to forget what real happiness even feels like. You confuse peace with silence. You call emotional numbness calm. You wear contentment like camouflage. What if you stopped trying to feel better and started trying to feel fully? Real emotional growth isn't about replacing bad feelings with good ones. It's about learning to hold both. It's realizing that peace isn't the absence of discomfort. It's the ability to sit with it without running. Presence says, I don't need to fix this moment, I just need to be in it. It allows pain and gratitude to coexist. It lets grief and love share the same room. It doesn't demand a smile, it invites honesty. When you allow your emotions to exist, something incredible happens. They start to move, because emotions aren't meant to be solved, they're meant to be felt. And when you stop fighting them, they stop controlling you. Here's how to start breaking free from toxic positivity and find emotional honesty again. Stop labeling emotions as good or bad. They're all messages. Sadness tells you something mattered. Anger tells you a boundary was crossed. Fear tells you there's uncertainty that needs care. They're not enemies, they're data. When you feel low, stop asking, how do I fix this? Instead, ask, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Your emotions aren't obstacles, they're invitations. Replace fake affirmations with real self-talk. Don't say everything is fine. Say I'm struggling and that's okay. Truth heals faster than denial. Create emotional space for others. When someone opens up, resist the urge to fix them. Say, I hear you. That's how safety begins, not through positivity, but through presence. Practice radical honesty gently. When someone asks how you're doing, try this. I've had better days, but I'm hanging in there. It's not negativity, it's real. And that's what the world needs more of. Because pretending to be fine doesn't make you strong, it just makes you lonely in silence. Imagine waking up and not feeling like you have to perform anymore. No pressure to smile, no guilt for being human, just honesty. You start your day not by saying, "Today will be perfect," but by saying, "Whatever today brings, I'll meet it as I am." You stop fighting your own emotions. You stop fearing the waves. You let life flow unfiltered, unscripted, real. That's not negativity, that's freedom. Because peace doesn't come from controlling how you feel. It comes from letting yourself feel everything without shame. You don't have to be positive all the time. You just have to be real all the time. You were never meant to be a walking sunrise. Your weather ever-changing, alive, unpredictable, beautiful in your chaos. The storm doesn't make you broken, it makes you real. Every season of emotion has value. Joy teaches you gratitude. Pain teaches you depth. Anger teaches you truth. Sadness teaches you compassion. Each emotion completes the picture of your humanity. So, stop being afraid of your own shadow. Let the full spectrum of your emotions paint your life in real colors, not filtered ones. If this message found you in a moment where you're tired of pretending, take this as your permission to stop. You don't have to fake light to be worthy of love. You don't have to be happy to be accepted. You don't have to be positive to be at peace. You just have to be honest. And if this spoke to something inside you, share it with someone who's been carrying that invisible pressure to stay positive. Maybe they just need to hear that they're allowed to be human too. Subscribe to Mind Reset, where we don't chase perfection. We practice presence, because life doesn't come with a restart button, but your mind does.